Well, the ones of you who has been in this beautiful space for almost a year or more, maybe you remember that last year we talked about this topic of divine friendship, but it is a very beautiful topic, and so this week that it is friendship week, I wanted to come back to this beautiful topic of divine friendship, and something that is blessed is the way in which Yogananda talks about friendship and what he says about friendship, that is it is very simple and very clear and very beautiful how he talks about it. So well, here in this at the first, we can there is a kind of summary of what we are going to see later, but we can start by reading. I trying to put the screen in a way that I see all of you here. So if you want, we can start by reading what is in the square.
I start.
Well, let's start, Jose.
Divine friendship is a bond rooted not in ego, needs, or circumstance, but in the soul's recognition of the divine in another.
Let's stop a bit. Divine friendship is a bond rooted. Rooted comes from what? From where? From what? From root. What is a root?
Raíz.
Una
¿no?
raíz.
Exactly. Entonces, divine friendship is a bond rooted, que se basa, digamos, está ahí como enraizado, not in ego, need or circumstance, but in the soul's recognition of the divine in another. It's very beautiful, this praise. So, and that's why we are here, to recognize, what is to recognize the divine in another? First, we have to recognize the divine in ourselves. And then, what is to recognize the divine? The presence of God in ourselves. And this is like the clue, because if you are, later on, we will see that he talks about the heart and of being from the heart and of being here. When you are in the mind, what happens? And you look the world through the mind, and you look another through the mind, you see a lot of differences and you start to compare. But when you are from the heart, you can see that all of us are the same. That's why this phrase. Okay, let's go on.
Friendship is in the highest form of love. As such, it is meant to involve, meant to evolve into the divine manifestation of God's eternal love. Friendship is the highest relationship because in the friendship there is no compulsion, It is born of the free choices of the heart.
Okay. There is no
Beautiful.
compulsion. We have, you know that in English, we have this kind of difficulty with some vowels, with the I and E and with the U. The other day, I was with another student and it came up this difficulty of pronouncing the U, and the U, you know that sometimes is pronounced the same way as in Spanish, like in beautiful, for example, or grateful, or but sometimes it's pronounced like an A, but like an A very mostly closed, como una A cerradita. And he told me, I don't know why it is so complex in English. Why they say beautiful and they say difficult? Yes, that's why you hear a lot of people saying difficult. Vieron que dicen, hay mucha gente que dice, it's very difficult. Yes, because they pronounce it like in Spanish very well. Here,
Carlitos Tevez
yeah.
said very
But
difficult.
it was very funny for me, porque me dijo, ¿por qué dicen beautiful y dicen difficult? Well, it is like this. And
Because it's like
compulsion,
this, se me
yeah. Compulsion is like difficult. We don't say compulsion, we say compulsion in English. Okay, but it is very beautiful, this phrase, that it says that friendship doesn't arise from compulsion. It's born of the free choice of the heart. It's something that is from the heart, not from the mind, or from circumstance, or from ego. Okay, and I wanted to say something about this expression of is meant to. Is meant to is a phrase that is, or an expression that is used a lot in English and in different contexts. In this context, it has the meaning of is destined to. Es como algo que está, but it also can have the meaning of it has the purpose of, it has the intention of something. That's why I put here some examples for you to see it. O sea, in this context, it has, because it says as such, because it is talking about that friendship is the highest form of love. And as such, como tal, it is meant to evolve into the divine manifestation of God eternal's love. O sea, está como destinada a, pero it's like in this example we have here, because here we have the different meanings of the expression is meant to, according to the context. It may be that it is saying that it is the destiny or natural role or something that it is expressed here, that is meant to evolve into the manifestation of God's love, or like here. We have listened to this expression sometimes in our life when someone says we are meant to be together. Like, nuestro destino es estar juntos, or maybe the other way around, to be separate. Okay, it's our destiny or fate. Fate. This is a word that is more usual in English to this to name destiny. Instead of destiny, they say fate. But fate has like of a very a little more bad connotation. Viste, cuando decimos, oh, era nuestro destino, pero nuestro destino así cuando algo malo te pasa, fate. Okay.
The karma.
The karma, very good. We also say it like this. It is true. Okay, but sometimes in other contexts it has only the meaning of it is the purpose of something. No, it is something that it is destined to happen. For instance, in this case, in the first case, it says when something has an intended purpose. This tool is meant to cut glass. Es para esto. O sea, no tiene nada. Or an expected outcome. Something is expected or supposed to happen. No tiene ninguna carga demasiado fuerte, digamos, como en el caso de cuando algo está destinado a suceder. Sino simplemente, this is a good example of the meaning of when it is supposed to happen or expected. Like in a movie, for example. This movie is meant to make you laugh. Se supone que
Es para reírse.
Claro, es para reírse y but you don't laugh. It don't make you laugh. It doesn't make you laugh. Okay. Well, let's go on. Well, and I also find this here is like a summary of what is life about, what has to be life about for us. And it's very, very beautiful also. Pablo, do you want to read the post?
Okay. How to live in this world? Be afraid of nothing, hating none, giving love to all, feeling the love of God, seeing His presence in everyone, and having but one desire, for His constant presence in the temple of the consciousness. That is the way to live in this world.
Okay.
Me hizo acordar el barco. Me ayudo con la pronunciación.
The pronunciation, yes. His constant presence in the temple of your consciousness. This is the way of saying the same as we were talking about. That he said, and he says, seeing his presence in everyone.
Yes.
This is the way of living in this world. It is a complete different way of the way we are used to. And this is an kind of exercise that we have to practice or develop bit by bit, that of seeing the presence of God in everyone we met. And it happens something like I heard Eckhart Tolle talking about this also, and it was very beautiful what he said. He said, sometimes you met someone, it is kind of difficult at the beginning, but you have to, that's why you have to be connected with the presence of God within you first. But he said sometimes that when we meet someone else, we have, what is the first thing we see of them? The personality, the personhood, the personal identity. And sometimes, where most of the people are not aware of who they really are. So they are playing the character of the personality. But if you can see what is on the background, what is behind all this acting that they may be not aware of, this true nature or their true identity, if you can go beyond, you connect with this and you help them realize what they really are. But from this disconnection, it is made only if we are in this place, because we can also have talked about this, that sometimes, well, what happens when we feel that we can the other can understand us, or that we have a different point of view or something. It turns into a fight of egos. The conversation or the discussion, yes. So if we can go beyond, something beautiful happens. And sometimes it happens and it arises from silence, not from feeding these kind of conversations. But well, it's like a train, and that's why we also say that meditation and these practices of connection with our self is the most important thing to then so then we can develop or carry this vibration to the world and to our relationships. Okay, well, let's go on with the reading of this beautiful the title. Let's read first the title.
When you speak about this in the Roman culture, they call persona is a mask that they use in the theater.
Yes.
And so behind this mask, they are another person.
Yes, it's our true essence. That's why when we hear our gurus, they say, always they say, it is not that you have to become something different or someone different. You only have to uncover or unmask. Unmask is another word that is used. And it's just for this, that we have like a, or like a veil, unveil, they say also. Como un velo que tenemos. But it's what happens. It is very, we have, it is very, we have to, bit by bit, break or dissolve this strong identification we have with this, because it is very, very powerful, because we have been told all our lives that we are this only. Okay, so what is the title? Vito, can you read it?
Yes. Paramahansa Yogananda, Divine Friendship. How to recognize those you have known before.
Okay, and here we also have what tense, verbal tense is used here. Souls you have known before. The use of the present perfect, that you know that some classes ago we talked about the use of the present perfect that is used to describe actions that have started in the past but still continue, or actions that have started and are still affecting the present. So we can refresh a bit this before that. I think I have the present perfect here. So, and that's why in this text is used a lot, because we are talking about something that is not new. That's why when we meet some people, we feel familiar with them, in spite of that maybe it is in this life is the first time we meet. Okay, because what happens? It is not the first time we meet. So, for what purpose is used the present perfect tense? We use the present perfect for what? To talk about actions that happened at an unspecified time in the past, but still have relevance now, for actions that started in the past and continue in the present, or that have recently happened. That's why we use it a lot with the word just. I've just finished working. I just, and we use it. What is, how it is formed? With have plus the participle. ¿Cómo se forma? Con el verb to have, así como el presente continuo, nosotros lo formamos con what the verb to be and the
ing
base
form.
Yes, the base verb plus the ing form. The base verb is a form of saying the infinitive. And here in the present perfect is formed with an auxiliary that is the verb to have and the participle. Y el participio. Entonces, es como vieron que decíamos mucho que en español, sobre todo en esta región, digamos, no lo usamos mucho, pero por ejemplo, we have met before, or we have known before, in Spanish, we would say, if we meet someone and we feel that it is not the same the first time we see them, we can say, for example, vieron que decimos, nosotros ya nos hemos visto antes, hemos visto. This is the use of the present perfect in Spanish. Estamos usando también el verbo, en este caso haber, con el participio. Okay, so, and here we have some examples of the use of the present perfect. For example, for an action that has started in the past and still continues. For example, here number 3. Vito, can you if you want,
Yes.
you can read it.
She has lived in London since 2010.
2010.
2010. She started living there in 2010 and still lives there now.
Okay, and what happens? Here we have, instead of have, it says has, because
Has.
what? With
Because
the
it's the
third person.
singular.
Claro, porque con la tercera persona, with the third person, the verb to have is has.
Has.
It is like the other, you know that we say that the verb to be is the most irregular verb in English because it changes according to the person, and the verb to have happens almost the same. It changes only with the third person. With the other persons, we say have. We say we have known each other for a long time, or we have, or I have, or they have. But we say she has or he has. Okay. So let's come back to our original text. Okay.
Only in the third person.
Yes, it changes only in the third person.
Yes.
We say he has bought a new car, for example.
Yeah, has y have, ¿no? Has, tercera persona, has.
Claro, has se usa con la tercera persona solamente, con él o ella, she, he o it.
Siempre
si
me
no,
confundía con eso.
Claro, y si no, siempre es have.
Have.
I have, they have. Ahora vamos a ver, por ejemplo, acá. Here. Acá está hablando de you. Entonces, there is a way that you also can recognize those and those, they, whom you have known before. You have, this you have because it's talking about the second person, you. You have known before.
Whom?
Aquellos a quienes ya conoces desde antes. Who es quién y whom is a quién. Por ejemplo, it is also used in questions, like you say, for example, who have you invited to the party? Whom? ¿A quién invitaste a la fiesta? Whom have you invited to the party? Instead, but you can say, for example, whom have you?
Está bueno que la
I
remarques para que no se quede como
yes,
usaste el ser.
la podemos, eso, ¿cierto?
Está bueno.
Acá. Están viendo ustedes, ¿no? Que yo
Sí, sí.
que estoy compartiendo, bueno, porque por ahí me pongo a escribir sobre el Word y no lo estoy compartiendo. A ver si me sale. I can
Esa es buena
insert,
idea.
yes, a form here. Y era, a ver, ahí está. Entonces, por ejemplo, podemos decir, a ver, ¿cómo ponemos? Acá. Esperen que lo voy a poner más chiquito. Here. Entonces, podemos decir, whom have you invited to the party? Ahí sería a quién invitaste. O, for example, who is that man? Ahí es quién es él. O sea, acá es quién.
¿Quién y a quién?
Y acá es a quién. Ok. So, let's go on. Who wants to read?
I read.
Okay. Here, ahí.
Ahora sí. There is a way that you also can recognize those whom you have known before. For example, we may associate with some people day after day, yet never really know them or feel close to them.
Okay, yes, we can be in touch with people, but
Yes.
we don't develop a relationship or we don't feel nothing special about them. We have, there are a lot of people we met every day, but what happens?
But there are others with whom we feel
with whom?
with whom we feel immediately a deep harmony the first time we meet. It
Immediately.
is
It's something immediate.
El acento, sí.
At first sight, that we say it's love at first sight. At first sight, okay.
It is not anything physical, it's a memory of the past. Many people that I have met in this country and in India and elsewhere, I have known before.
Stop a bit.
Yes.
Here we have the use of the present perfect with the first person. That's why he say, I have met. I know.
I have.
But if we are talking about him, for example, we say he has met, or she has known. But here we say in the first person, I have met. Here it says, he gives a clear example. Like he says that he has met people that he has known before, that he has met them in other lives. And it is.
I read the text
the friendship.
after.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Read this.
The friendship.
Yes.
I read.
Yes. It's
the friendship is even stronger now. It was not finished in the past life, and so it had to continue to evolve in this life. Yes.
Yes. And we feel that. It's very beautiful. Because I was thinking about what happened with us, for instance, or it happened, that's why I feel so blessed, because I have this experience with my friends from the retreats, that I call them, my spiritual friends, that you meet someone and you then sometimes you don't realize that it's like this, but you just don't care what do they do, what
unconditional.
Yes, how is their lives, but you have an immediate connection with them, and you don't know why, as they were your family, that you have known her from before, and it's just it's because of this. we are having memories from other lives. It's very beautiful. That's why we feel this familiarity, because in fact it is not the first time we met. Okay, and how we met, why do we meet again? It's for this, to continue to evolve in this life, because they help us to evolve. It is very beautiful. Well, let's go a bit more.
Continue? Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Friendship is the highest form of love. As such, it is meant to involve into divine manifestation of God's eternal love. Friendship is the highest relationship because in the friendship there is no compulsion. It is born of the free choice of the hearts. It is God calling soul back to unity in Him. If you can be a friend to all, unconditionally, that is divine love.
That is divine love. Okay.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
It's very, very beautiful. So this is another, well, we can read a bit more, and then we'll go on next week with this topic, because it is very beautiful, or this, it is the, what it says here is very, very beautiful. It is like, see this one, it says, it is such was the friendship that existed between Christ and his disciples. And you know that they were very different when their lives. They were very, very different. Mateo was a tax attacked, ¿cómo se dice en inglés? Que era un cobrador de impuestos.
Ah,
And yes, they were very different. They are professions. Some of them were fishermen, like Peter was a fisherman, and well, they
uno
left
pasa que
everything.
cuando empieza a profundizar en uno, algunos amigos o relaciones como que se disuelven. Ya no querés hablar de lo mismo de siempre. Y es
Yes,
más de amor, ¿no?
yes. Because
Sí.
what? Because
You had to speak more deep than
Yes.
the climb of the
yes, the weather, how is the weather like today? And
Yes.
how did you buy last week? Or how beautiful dress you have?
or what movie you see.
Yes, and what are your next destination for your holidays and where? Yes.
Yes.
Because what? These are why we feel that these don't interested us anymore. Because they are all things based on what? On personality.
Superficial or
Yes,
superficial.
things. And what happens if we get established or connected with things that are more permanent? And
True
yes,
friendship based upon
friendship.
soul quality.
that's it. That's why it's I love this text because it describe it describes friendship as it is truly is. The true Pablo, you can read this paragraph if you want. True friendship.
Okay. True friendship may be developed between woman and woman, men and men, or men and woman. The important consideration is that it be based upon soul quality, not worldly quality or attraction of the flesh. This can come only when you free yourself from the conscious that you are a man or a woman.
Yes, that's why we say I said at the beginning, the first you have to realize what you really are. You have to connect with this, and then you can see this in another. Okay,
This is
and
the answer
just a thing for your pronunciation. You say men and it's man because men is what? Men is the plural.
plural.
Man is the singular.
Man.
As in women and woman, we say woman and we say women. And it is pronounced differently and it is spelled different also because I can write it here. We say man if it is singular, and we say men is plural. And the spelling also is different. For we say woman if it is singular, and women if it is plural. I add the pronunciation, the phonetics when before I send to you, so you remember. Okay. Well, my friend, we have developed this very, very beautiful topic today. It goes go on a bit more that we can go on next class. And now to finish, as we always do, we are going to do a contemplation that is called, we can see a bit, only a bit of the transcription. It is called, you know that we were talking about to be here and to be present. What is right now, como dijo Pablo. Right now.
The good pronunciation is die now.
Die
with
now.
D.
With D. Okay. And who of your sons was the one who said like this? You have, what are the names of your sons? Benja is one of them, and the other?
Benja is the little one.
The little one.
Joaquin is
The eldest.
the
or
eldest.
The middle.
Yeah. And Juan second.
Second.
Juan
The
segundo.
second. Yeah, 1 second. Okay. Well, this contemplation, you know that nothing is casual here and nothing happens by chance. It's called no past, no future, no present. Because I love Mooji because he always pushes us a bit more. We were talking about present and he says, and not even present. Okay, well, Vito, if you want, you can read a bit of this, the transcription, so we have an advance of what we will hear in the contemplation. The contemplation lasts only 4 minutes, but it's very, very
Se
powerful.
fue Vito.
Se fue Vito. Okay. Well.
No, I have problems with my connection.
Okay. Well, but you can read.
Por eso se fue Vito.
No, I'm here.
The
Okay.
the character have left.
Yes.
Has left.
The joke.
But
It has
she-
bad connection.
Yes, she is here. Bueno, Vito, no sé. Pero Vito, estás muteada ahora. No sé si estás hablando o no.
Yes,
Ahí está.
because I was coughing.
Well, we can hear you coughing. It's okay. Well, so if you are not in good condition, another one can read.
Yes, I read.
Well, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm back.
She's back. She's back. Okay.
Okay, I read. No past, no future, no present by Mooji. Just be open to what I'm sharing. If I told you, you have no past, just don't judge. Have a space for that. Your true self has no past, and you have no future. You don't even have present. You, who you are, have no past, have no present, have no future. Can you hear this? Just allow some space for this. What's left of you? Are you dead? Have I insulted you? Be with it for a second. You have no past. What are you? One day you are going to have to find out. You don't even have present. It doesn't belong to you. And yet I tell you, you exist. Who will receive those words? Don't give it to the mind. Mind doesn't want to hear this, because if he hears this, he has no future. He has no past also, and no present, nothing to cling to for a moment. Allow it for a moment. Soak in this. Get soaked into your own being. Feel how it feels. Are you not still here? What is your trouble? So I give you my words fresh again. What if you have no past, you have no future, you have no present? What is your problem?
Wow, el what if, it's very beautiful. What if? What if it's a way of saying, ¿qué pasa si tal
¿Qué
cosa?
pasa
What if?
si?
What if? And this soak, when it says soak in this, get soaked. What is to soak? It's like when
Como
you...
embeberse, como...
Yes, when you, for instance, it is raining outside and you go out without an umbrella, so you get soaked.
Empaparse.
Yes, you get soaked. But he's inviting us to soak her. It's, you know that he sometimes he uses another word that is marinate in this. Como marinar, assimilated, get pervaded by this, impregnarse de, impregnated, soak. Okay, my friend, it's very, very beautiful, this contemplation. So let's do it. Let's do it. And we finish our beautiful meeting of today. Okay. Let me share. Because now it's like we are doing the most important part. Because what? Spirituality doesn't have to do with only with reading concepts. It has to be something practical. We have to experience it. Okay, so let me share the sound. Esperen que por las voy a poner un poquito más.
It's funny to see Mooji TV.
Yes. On the screen. Yes, that's it. Okay. Oh, ahí se me fue el...
I imagine the news, the weather report on Mooji TV.
The weather report, the forecast, the weather forecast. It is the weather forecast.
God sent today a cloudy day.
Or where are you? Are the sky or are just clouds passing? And here it is the picture we are seeing here. It's about the weather. It's like the sky, and it's a very sunny day. What is the weather forecast for today? It's very beautiful. Okay, so.
Just be open to what I'm sharing. If I told you, you have no past. Just don't judge, just have a space for that. Your true self has no past, and that you have no future, and you don't even have a present. Just allow. You don't have past. So if I am going to spend more time, or so to speak, in the company sharing, that this is where I'm heading. I hope that one day we can really hear that here. You, who you are, have no past. You can hear this? What if you have no future? And you have no present? Just allow some space for this. What's left of you? Are you dead? Have I insulted you? Be with it for a second. You have no past, what you are. One day you are going to have to find out. You have no future. You don't even have present. It doesn't belong to you. You don't even have a person. If you don't have, and yet I tell you, you exist. Who will even receive those words even, you know? Don't give it to the mind. Mind doesn't want to hear this. Because if he hears this, he has no future, he has no past also, and no present, nothing to cling to for a moment. Allow it for a moment. Soak in this. Let it soak into your being. Feel how it feels. Are you not still here? What is your trouble? And so I give you my words fresh again. What if you have no past? You have no future. You have no present. What is your problem?
Well, my friend, it's beautiful when we can experience it. Mm. What happens when we just be? When we can just remain with this sense of being. Mm. What is the problem? as he says, our Guruji. So, I only invite you to come back some minutes, the way you like, or using the technique you want. But it's very, very beautiful to just feel what we are. And it's immediate. This is the beautiful thing. When we are not thinking, we can feel his presence. And we know it's something different. Because it is a peace that is not from this world. As Jesus said, I am not from this world. But we can live with this as this being in this world, but not being from this world. This is, that's why he says, the other day I read a phrase from the Course of Miracles about Jesus, and the phrase said, Jesus didn't come to be worshipped. He came here to be imitated. And that's why he always said, you can be like me and more. And to be like him, what do we have to do? Only to recognize his presence within us. Why do we feel this so undescribable peace? Because it's the presence of God. And that is what we are. But what happened? We are not aware of it. We just, and just by doing this, that's why they also say that we don't have to learn anything. We only have to remember. We only have to remember what we are. Well, thank you. These spaces are so beautiful because they help us to remember who we are. That's it. Well, my friend. See you.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
See you soon next week.